Volume 1, Chapter 1, Hadith 283, narrated Abu Huraira, Allah's Apostle, came across me, and I was Junub. He took my hand, and I went along with him, till he sat down, and I slipped away, went home, and took a bath. When I came back, he was still sitting there. Then he said to me, "O Abu Huraira, where have you been?" I told him about it. The Prophet said, "Subhanallah, O Abu Huraira, a believer never becomes impure." So it was important to break the superstition that sex and menses and that sort of thing made somebody who was of the status of a believer impure. Now, the way some people go about some of these things, maybe they are, but certainly not for a believer, because these things are essentially not problematic things. Itikaf is a seclusion in a masjid. Typically, we're talking at least from the dusk to the dawn. You only leave for need and you stay there. Typically, you sleep and then you wake up for prayer and all that stuff. There may be certain things, but you don't stay out if it's not a need. And that includes, combing the hair, which combing the hair isn't something you're allowed to do in a masjid, but izar is a sheet below the waist. It covers the lower half of the body, or at least enough of it to be modest. Jad'a'a is a 4-year-old she-camel. Jalil is a nice-smelling grass. Well, a particular type that grows in Arabia. Jama is Al-Muzdalifa. It's near Mecca. Jamra is a stone-built pillar in a walled place. There are 3 Jamra situated at Medina, and the walls kind of collect the bounce back of the throwing the stones on the 4 days of the Great Festival, the 10th through the 13th of the 12th month. Jamrat al-Aqaba is the one that's situated at the entrance of Mina. Janaba is that state of keeping away from, you've had sexual intercourse with your spouse, or you have seminal discharge, or, in case of the woman, her menses or her post-childbirth period. And they should have a full bath, or at least tap the earth if that's not possible, before going towards the next prayer. Well, not just tap the earth, there's a whole process, but Janib is a kind of date. A jihad is a struggle. It's doing something even when it's not the easiest. So jihadin fi sabilillah is not just fighting in God's name, it's actually making an effort in God's cause. So it's not just God's, so whether it's war or whatever it is, it's usually not war, by the way. Jamar is a plural of Jamra. Jinn is a creation by a spiritual fire. It's of a different plane than our material world. The humans and the other creatures that incarnate are from, mud or clay, you could call it. The angels from a sort of light, but again, a light on a different sphere. A jizya is a head tax, and it provides them protection and stuff like this, and it's a lower tax than you'd expect from a government to charge. That's one of the things. The Islamic State won't collect all sorts of taxes to pay dividends to corporations and pay people so that their companies don't have to pay them as much. No, no one should collect welfare because the company's not paying you enough. The company should. Anyways, a juba is a cloak. Jumada Athaniya is the 6th month. Jumu'ah is the Friday. All the days start at sunset. In the Bible, that's the case too, but a lot of people don't get that. Junub is the person who's in a state of keeping away from. Jurhum is a particular Arab tribe. Kaaba is the cubicle building in Mecca.